So I started investigating this rumor about German flying saucers, and I discovered a long list of newspaper accounts from Germany, which are impossible to find here in this country, through a good friend of mine who runs the German research projects, and I'm greatly indebted to him. And we have a drawing of the first German craft that I ever saw in my life. Other articles about Wunderwaffen, Wunderwaffen, and here we see Untertassen. This is a flying saucer, for the first time mentioned.
Is that what they call them in German? Untertassen?
Yeah, under the teapot,
Okay.
under the cup, under couplings, whatever. That's in the 50s. The best source that appeared through Virgil Armstrong in the UFO community in the country is the article from the Neue Zeitalter from August the 20, 1966, impossible to find in this country, where they list not one but 3 models of saucers. The Schriever, the first type, 4142, that was making 2,000 kilometers an hour. The second type, this twice the speed of sound. The second type, which had a much more powerful Walter rocket engine. Walter roared. This is the Walter engine was propelling also the Messerschmitt 163. The same engines they use for the airplanes, they use for the saucers and vice versa. And then this is a turbojet-powered Alonso Miete Schriever joint project, the first operational fighters interceptor saucer in the world. Incredible stuff. I mean, they were reaching twice the speed of sound. A little bit more serious publication here, the Stern magazine, the Spiegel magazine from 30th of March 1950 has a very large article about German designs. They give the dimensions of the craft, 14 meters diameter, about 5 feet tall. This is as big as a 5-story building in diameter, followed by 3 rocket engines that were spinning this giant, it's kind of a giant fan blade, a giant propeller blade, with propellers, pitchable propellers, and 2 more rocket engines pushing the craft forward. By spinning the fuel tanks, they were negating their mass too. So basically the fuel was weighing nothing. This craft would fly at 600 RPMs in normal horizontal speed, or 1600 RPMs at takeoff, landing, or high G maneuvers. It's very important that we don't see any seat belts here, or even any seats. The guy just standing in the room working the controls. It's a very important detail from saucer physics that in order for the saucer to fly, you have to forget about the gravitational mass. It disappears, and that's why the saucer is vertical. But the gravitational mass is equivalent to the inertial mass according to Einstein. And because we have rotation with very slow speeds, way beyond the speed of light, we can get by with high school physics. We don't need the complicated relative stuff of Einstein. So if the gravitational mass disappears, and if it's equivalent to the inertial mass according to Einstein, then the inertial mass will disappear too. What does this mean? It means that you won't feel any G's, any jolts, any jerks, and that's exactly what the contractors say. They climb in the saucer, and they get bored at the end and say, are we going to fly or I'm going to sit here forever? And when they take them to the window, they see that they are already over the Persian Gulf. This is a real story of a Los Angeles newspaper editor that was taken on a demo saucer flight by a government agent, government saucer, demo saucer flight over the Gulf War, over the Persian Gulf, during the war, I think, in a craft that he didn't feel anything. Only after he was taken to the window and they saw the Persian Gulf underneath, they realized that actually they did quite some flying in about 2-3 minutes. The most one, I mean, it's like sitting on your living room floor. You don't even feel the quakes. You don't feel anything inside the saucer. This is very important because this is one of the biggest lines of the government debunkers. Nah, aliens cannot come here. How the hell are they going to withstand this tremendous G-force? Maybe these are unmanned observational devices. Human forms cannot withstand these tremendous G-force. There is no G-force. It's the saucer creates its own inertial reference system, its own coordinate system. It detaches itself from the inertial system of planet Earth and ceases to experience these G forces, the inertial forces.